please. Where's this Mercury? Oh, that's why. That is why. Okay, hey you guys, how are you? I didn't think I'd be able to go live tonight. I was trying. I knew it would be a last minute thing, and I got all ready, and now my mind went completely blank. So I had announced on Twitter that I was hoping to go live by 10:30. Obviously, I'm late. And I wanted to try to announce it here. I'm sorry, I just wasn't able to get there. There are some things I absolutely have to share with you guys as this week goes on. Today is a critical day, as was this whole week, but they're hitting extremely sensitive points in the U.S. natal chart, the Republican Party, crime, corruption, and kind of bursting that bubble that crime has been hiding behind for Trump and the GOP and all of them, okay? So, and the DOJ, they are not messing around. You guys, this is so serious. I mean, I think that these guys who are delaying this effing around with the special master, I don't think they realize how serious the DOJ is, and they don't realize how badly they are entrapped in some really serious global things going on. But let me say hello to you guys. How are you guys doing? Hi, Sandra. Hi, T-Barb. How are you? And Carla and Kim and Paisley, Kim, Rinchi, Jessica, Julia, I am one. Hi, Marie. Just Joy, Julie, Rhonda, Carol. Paisley, I saved you from late night ice cream. I need some. Almost empty nester. Electra. Okay, hi, Gretchen. Yes. Hi, Strawberry Rhubarb. I'm so glad to hear you're doing well, T-Barb. Yes. Okay, so like a mad woman, I've been trying to keep up behind the scenes with what's going on. The thing I think I've been talking most about on Twitter as of late, and some of you guys have kind of figured it out, is the fact that these documents, I hope I don't buffer. Okay, I have a feeling I might buffer. Basically, in a nutshell, overall, these documents at Mar-a-Lago, the one that he needs a so-called special master, which is just a delay tactic. God, their lawyers are in big trouble too. Basically, these docs, I should just grab the cards. We have documents, some, that are real, but there have been many that are kind of decoy fake documents, and they've been established well before the whole conflict with the security clearances, like with Jared and Ivanka. When was that? Like 2019? Because I think Kelly was still chief of staff. Anyways, seeing how they kind of like broke and enter into the government and intel, and everyone was freaked out ahead of time, they put a lot of measures in place to, as decoys, to really try to protect some things, and had a lot of information implanted. So that is one thing. See, there, my mind just went blank again. So I need to chart this out. Okay. So there are docs. There are decoys. And I will tell you, CISA and cyber, they are tracking them, because these docs that were there, I mean, you want to figure they've been doing this since at least 2019 or sooner. They're in such a way that information like that's been taken, they've been able to track. And like, oh my God, Lindell's phone. And it's that over time, they can see kind of what's been going around the world, what's made it into what networks, to the point where you can probably trace back the weak link. But I just need to grab some cards right now, okay? Show me all those classified documents. Decoys. Oh, wow. There's a lot of decoys. Like, I just feel like I am just got dumped boxes and like tons of decoys, and even information that they decided not to take. But holy cow, there's a ton of decoys. And then CISA, our infrastructure, and cyber. Ooh, we're not supposed to see that. Able to keep track of this. Docs, decoys. Okay, I'm just going to put that there for now. 3 of Pentacles. Yes, there were some discussions that they had to have, ongoing discussions for a while, on how to deal with our intel, our secrets, and how to set this stuff up, because they knew information was going to go out. It was going to leave our nation, and it was going to be out there with our adversaries. They had to find out a way, 2 of Pentacles, back and forth, data that those are Pentacles, in how to track the data, how to see how the data was transmitted, and the King of Cups going to Putin. Okay, so they've had well established that they needed to do this. So these are the documents at Mar-a-Lago. There you go, Mar-a-Lago. Nobody's there, but it could be Bedmints. They know that there's more documents beyond Mar-a-Lago. Okay. This is the much card. And the reason why they know that is because people have been talking about them. Okay, this is the additional card that I have in my anniversary deck. Who's been talking? That, because of the way people have been talking over time, with the King of Wands reversed, Putin. These people, back channel people, is leadership from another nation, likely Putin G, undercover. 9 of Swords. These are the people. I know this is high anxiety, but let's look at the sword specifically as intelligence and information. 0, it goes from aces through 10s. So, like I said, Mar-a-Lago, Bedminster, all those places are like the last stop, the 10 of swords. I did a long thing on 10 swords, 10 wands. But these are the people, I think, that got caught, that almost were able to get this to where the final stop, Don Julio and his country clubs, okay? So these are the documents and the people. Now, these are all the decoys. And like I just said that, and I just feel like I got buried again, like avalanche, like a great big dumpster truck just dumping, like construction, just so many documents. These are the decoys. The Empress, like I said, there's a ton of documents. Empress is full because not only are there documents through U.S. government, but through like multiple, they have got this covered. Think about all the agencies that Don Julio would be interested in. And like, you know, you've got State Department, you've got Intelligence, you've got CIA. Mike Pompeo, I just got, is busted. He thinks he's not. They're all, they covered every single agency. I just got, yes, because that's why I see Deb Haaland so much with Department of the Interior, because her department is kind of integrating the assessment of what every agency has or doesn't have in its inventory. So nobody's talking to Deb Haaland. They have no idea. She's like keeping score. So we have the Empress, decoys. The King of Pentacles, because the King of Data is got sticky fingers, grubby hands, sticky fingers. He's going to want to pick up the Ten of Pentacles for the Trump dynasty and Xi. Okay. I know we talk a lot about Putin. It's really more about China. Putin's the front guy. You know, their economy, they rely on China for so much. And this, decoys. Oh, the Ace of Wands. Nobody knows that this is supposed to be an energized Ace of Wands. But this is also the leadership that's going to, like, this is like who sees an opportunity and, ooh, what am I going to do with this? So that Ace of Wands with the decoys. The Emperor. Which Emperor is this? Is this DOJ? Because I'm telling you, Attorney General Merrick Garland is showing so much as the Emperor. Emperor is, no, this is Garland, but I think it was like under Ray before, because there was a transition, but I feel more Attorney General Merrick Garland. He was warning them. He's been giving great big warnings. CISA has been tracking this stuff through intelligence agencies. They've got their ways of doing this. And cyber, you're not supposed to see, they don't see this, but the lovers, this is actually an agreement between the people who take the documents and another nation, not the United States. So that's what's been going on for a very long time. How are you guys doing? Yes, yes, yes. Hi. Yes, there's all sorts of stuff mixed in. So, but it feels to me that there are, like, I want to say like the ratio, if there's a ratio, it's got to be at least 10 to 1, 10 decoys for every one piece of legitimate piece of information, okay? Because they have to, you know, like how Bannon says, flood the zone with shite in social media. It's kind of like that's what our FBI, all of them did. Flooded the zone with shite, okay? And then you have all these new people who are coming in. They don't understand how this stuff works. So it's just all over. It is everywhere for years, okay? So there's lots of decoys with that information. So what I was figuring out that had me freaking out, because I'm like, you know, now I'm going back to what's happened over in the war in Ukraine, because I think the last couple times I said, you guys, eyes on Ukraine. They are really turning the tides. Watch for something to happen. It's like really remarkable. that, I think, is where the document decoys and all the fingerprints have showed up since Russia's invasion into Ukraine, okay? And I think the past 6 months, they kind of had like a sketch of what was going on with data, but then the war started, and it was like they were putting all these pieces together more strategically. I'll explain that to you guys in just a second. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. So 45 was correct about FBI planting info. Oh, I didn't hear him say that. I've heard him say, you know, my wires tapped, but I think he didn't have his wires tapped. He was just using bad encryption, in my humble opinion. So as I've been able to watch what's going on in Ukraine, and Ukraine taking so much territory back. Let's just say, so let's say this is the border of Ukraine. This is the Russia, and this is still all Ukraine, okay? It's like they've been able to take all of this part back, and like this is still here, okay? It's like, what is it? I know it's between 1,000 and 2,000 square miles. It's a huge amount of space, and they were able to do this within 2 weeks. And I'm like, you know, that's really cool, but that's kind of not normal. How does that happen? And so what I was reading was that Ukraine was saying, oh, we're going to the south. We're going to the south. I'm like, I don't recall people talking about a strategy going south. And then I was like, oh, Ukraine was saying we're headed to the south because I think they figured out how Russia was intercepting their playbook, okay? And they adjusted accordingly. So, show me Ukraine saying, we're going south. We're going south. Okay. This is Ukraine. It's reversed. Saying, we're going south. We're going south. And they're intentionally saying this. They're intentionally saying this. Do you hear me, Russia? Do you hear me? We're going south. Okay. Whoops. Okay. But actually, this is what's hidden back here. This is, they actually, this is what they're going to do. Okay. So then Russia. So that, should we do this one? Don't I have a small one? Oh, I do, but it's in the lake. We'll do the ghost. So Russia's like, hey, you guys, they said they're going south. They said they're going south. Show me Russia. Russia, if you're listening, Russia's like, ooh. They're like, they say they're going south. And so what do they do? What do they do? And that leaves them vulnerable here. I need to write that down. So that's vulnerable. They go south. Two of Wands. Okay, so how about this? So Ukraine's like, oh my God, thank you, Bonnie. So Ukraine's like, hey, are you guys listening? We're going south. We're sending out some really strong signals. We're going south. Queen of Pentacles, data, a nation with data. Oh, that's the encryption. that's them picking up. So I feel like Ukraine like has figured out what app they're using, and like they've been playing along all this time as if, yeah, this is what we're doing. But something changed at the new moon, Virgo. I have to show it to you. Everything went like that. Anyway, so they're like, we're going south. Russia, if you're listening, Two of Wands, we are. The Three of Wands, you know, should be upright. Like these guys knew they were putting something out there. But the Three of Wands is reversed. Yeah, we're listening, but they don't know they're listening to a wrong message, because here's the Seven of Cups. This is a disguise, or they think this is disguised, and they got hung up. They got caught. Okay, so Russia, if you're listening, yeah, I'm listening to a wrong message that's going to get me caught up. Okay, can you see this? Here. I'm going to see if I can. Okay, so Ukraine's like, we're going south. Page of Pentacles reversed. This is bad data. These are like soldiers. I'm transmitting we're going south. And we're covered in Ten of Pentacles, China, because there's a Russia-China thing going with interceptions and transforming information or transferring messages, okay? So they want to make sure the big guys over in the China get what they're saying. We're going south. We're going south. Bad intel reverse. Nine of Swords. We're going south. The Nine of Swords. Incomplete. Remember, the Ace through the Ten of Swords, Swords intelligence, Swords communications. Well, we're going south. That has to get to the Ten of Swords to be complete. But they think they figured out what Russia is using with their comms, okay? So yeah, so they've picked up bad information. So Russia, if you're listening, the Four of Pentacles. Steady as she goes, stability. They've had a history of picking up information that they've just been able to tack down and hold steady. Covered in Temperance. This is something bigger. We've got some stable, reliable information that looks like it's going to be something bigger that maybe we should adjust for. This is Jupiter, and Jupiter, Temperance is ruled by Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, represents generals. Okay, so generals, steady as she goes, generals. We've got some really important intel. They say they're going south. What an opportunity. The Wheel of Fortune. They're going south. The Six of Wands. Well, this has been really great for us to follow. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go south. The Four of Wands. To where we should go. Because we know victory. We will be able to meet them there. And we've been successful in the past. But what they should have done, and what leaves them vulnerable, is the Six of Swords. They moved too many people away, so it's kind of like thinning the space. And so what Ukraine was really going to do, they say we're going south, everyone goes south, but actually, the Much card and the Four of Wands, they had some discussions, and I swear to God, this is the White House, because DOD Austin and Secretary of State, but especially DOD Austin and our DOJ and the FBI, they've got this figured out. So what are they talking about? Oh my goodness, thank you. So they're actually doing this. Whoops. The King of Pentacles. Because we have the data. King of Pentacles. The Empress. Do you guys see this? We have a lot of data from the past. This was the card about the fake documents, an avalanche of documents that covered all the agencies. We've gathered so much information, we've covered all of our bases, and instead our plan is, because the Lover's card, we know who these guys have been talking to in the US with bad data, and we were able, Three of Pentacles reverse, to make our decision as such. So they're going south, which allows Ukraine to, boom, oh, goodness, boom, boom, whoa, boom. The Sun, reveal their magnificent plan and carry it out under their leader. They can, this is good leadership. This is that spark that they have, that wonderful leadership. The entire military, they're under a great leader. They know what to do. They believe in him. I have got goosebumps. I've got chicken skin. I don't know if you can. This is the first time I've seen Zelensky. Holy crap, no way. Oh my God. Okay, the King of Wands and the Devil. This is how Zelensky saw himself, was the leadership. Now he was the devil. He was going to inflict his wrath, and we've got the judgments because they have all this information to make an excellent judgment to turn the tide. This King of Wands and this Devil. Holy crap. Tonight. Where is it? I can't even keep track of it. Tonight, the Department of Justice, they are really ratcheting it up with warnings that you are making us vulnerable with our national security. This is extremely urgent. Basic, don't F around. They are. And so the tarot scope, I'm like, well, what's this about? Because I can feel it to my bone marrow how dead serious the Department of Justice is. And so I was asking, where are those questions? Where is it? Where is it? Where's those questions? I mean, it's just a mess. Where is it? Nope. Because it's, where is it? Where is it? That he's like saying, I'm serious now. I am serious. Nope. I want this paper. Bad data. Oh, come on. Please. Are you going to show it to me? Nope. I must have left it downstairs. So anyway, okay, I'm so sorry. So I did a series of teroscopes. Department of Justice with the severity of warning people because, and then the next one was, what did Donald do? And the signifier for Donald from the Department of Justice was the King of Wands and the Devil. That came up. The only other time the King of Wands and Devil came up together, I think it was President Xi regarding, it was the reason why Ukraine was able to rout Russia. And it's not that Xi knows that, it's just the cards are showing me what happened. So the Department of Justice is regarding Donald as this, the King of Wands and the Devil. Like today, we are so serious. This is a major problem. Basically, you've been warned, and they're ready to unleash something very, very serious related to this. And this is how Xi saw Putin getting routed in Ukraine. So stick a pin in that. I'm just stunned this showed up. So this is the way that went. And with Zelensky and his counter offense, it came up similar to that. It might have been a different king. Okay? So, like I said, from 2019, there's a lot of data that's been put out there that they've been able to trace who, what, where, how, when, okay? But most significant, and there are encrypted apps out there like ANOM and others that have been able to connect the dots with all the players over time, okay? And so the thing that was showing up over and over again, the Five of Pentacles, those are the docs that were at Mar-a-Lago. And the Six of Cups paired with the Four of Cups. This is the nostalgia card, you know, going back to the past. I kept seeing the Four of Cups, Six of Cups, them going back to the past, like DOJ, all of them, Intel, back to the past, because the Four of Cups represents intercepts, okay? So like if you, like, you know, Don Julian and them, they love the Pegasus spyware surveillance. Well, that's a very Four of Cups type of thing. There's your Six of Cups. So tonight, when I did those teroscopes, asking the Department of Justice the severity of what was going on, I was seeing these Four of Cups, and the Six of Cups is separate, and then the Department of Justice and the teroscope put it all together. And I would show you specifically if I could find that. How are you guys doing? Let me look at this real quick. Oh my gosh. And the Saturn-Pluto conjunction and the Pluto returns are kicking butts, because I just love that I can do this with aspects. Oh my gosh. And Donald and his bad data keeps showing up all over the place. You know what? I just need to do a reading on that to show it to you, because it is, oh yeah, here it is. DOJ warns against further delay in this document probe, because, there you go. Because he sees Donald Trump as what? The King of Wands and the Devil. And Judge Cannon, she is no better. She is just in here to help Donald. And these are the things that the Devil and the King of Wands does with a partner. That Five of Pentacles are documents at Mar-a-Lago reversed undercover for someone else. Where is that Four of Cups? And there. Because of Donald Trump, the Six of Cups, the Sixth House agencies, the Sixth House intelligence, the Sixth House research, military. Because we went back to the past, he has that stuff, and the Six of Swords, he transmitted it. And where's that Four of Cups? And this 4-6, I keep seeing this 4-6 all over the place. 4 Pentacles, 6 Pentacles, 4 Wands, 6 Wands. They keep showing up in these patterns. It's really, oh here, Department of Justice warns against further delay. There we go. 4 of Cups. It's the very first card that showed up for the card of the reading. Because of the Sun, the war in Ukraine. 4 of Swords. That's like the software that's like undercover that they can track. And the World card. What's going on around the globe? So they're not messing around. And I totally feel like from the Trump camp, oh, the playbook's working for us. They're just going to delay. But the thing is, that's why Putin got routed, because Donald gave bad intel and it got weaponized against them. Because it's just not normal. The only way I figured that out is because someone said, oh, yeah, Ukraine said that they're going south. I'm like, no, they didn't. When did they say that? And then I was like, oh. That's what was picked up on the intercepts, and Russia responded that way, and Russia got duped badly. Does it look at me? Look at my Mercury retrograde cards. Does that even go? No, it doesn't go. Get out. Get out. How are you guys doing? Yes, everything is changing, Mary. Okay. Hi, Mountain Dancer. Okay. What was the question? So I've been going back because now I know the patterns and the cards. I'm like, when did this get started? This new moon in Virgo. Where is it? This new moon in Virgo. I'm so nerdy, you guys. Wait till you see this. Where is this new moon Virgo? This was August 27th, 2022. Was the new moon Virgo. And I love it because Virgo represents the military, okay? On August 29th, they said this is when the counteroffensive started. And I'm like, really? And so I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh, well, now that makes sense. I'm going to explain this to you guys. This teroscope, because I'm like, what the heck is this? I mean, and I could tell that something was being put into place because for President Biden in Washington, D.C., he does not have crazy arrows going like this ever. Don Julio did because he had everyone doing his work. President Biden usually, like, these different areas of the horoscope represent different things, and he is self-sufficient. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't have to go and micromanage everything to make sure everything's going on. But this pattern of these arrows kind of communicating as of late over the summer, I'm like, what's going on? Well, this is when it started. I could not believe, so I'll explain to you guys this way. So this is the horizon, the east and the west. This is everything we can see in the skies. If there's stuff beneath, we can't see it because when the sun is here, the sun is above us. We can see it. When the sun sets, the sun is on the other side of the earth. So we cannot see anything, okay? We can speculate, but we just can't see it. And it is very difficult to put pieces together, okay? But at this new moon Virgo, even though the planets were beneath the horizon because it was in the middle of the night, these astrology cards were telling a different story. Mostly, so if you get over here, this 8th house, this has to do with the things that you share, like taxes and debts, okay? These are shared things. Like you go into an agreement with someone to get married, you're going to share your taxes, okay? So this is a serious relationship, okay? Now, over here, this has to do with your networks and your friends and your hopes and dreams, okay? Both of these areas represent people. So at the new moon Virgo, the 8th house drew the 11th house card, look to the network. The network drew the 8th house card, said, look to the shared resources. So I'm like, what's going on? And this 2 days later is when the counteroffensive started. So this was a well-established plan. I think I was talking to the other one, the last live I did, that you could kind of see the pieces coming together. Like it's almost like they were, you know, like how they say, like Don Julio, them, they all say, oh, well, we were testing, message testing. We're doing this, doing that. I think for several months, I just got a yes, they have been testing signals. They've been, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. They've been testing signals, and I don't know, do you guys remember early on when Russia, they took out the radio towers in Ukraine. So they went and bombed like the radio towers that you transmit, like TV, analog stuff. They bombed that stuff. And what happened was then it forced then that Russia could not use these towers anymore. They had to go back and use their own cell phones. And oh my gosh, did they really or did Ukraine bomb their own cell towers to force? Oh boy, okay. This I want to see. Okay. Where's the cell? We'll just make this the cell phone towers, okay? Do you guys remember that? This was early on, and everyone was laughing at, Russia, why would you do that? Because now all your comms are explode. Oh, Taro, show me this. Show me the cell tower. This communicate. These cards are laughing. They are laughing at me. Grounded in, and this is what we can't see. Okay, so show me Ukraine. What'd you do to those cell phone towers? Generals, what'd you do? Russia's invading Ukraine. Here we go, Russia. Oh, wow, but they're conflicted about that? There's a cell phone tower. You see that cell phone tower and you think, Now, what's your relationship with that? Did you destroy that? What happened? Oh. Where does this go? This is a mess. I'm just this is the problem. Where am I putting this problem? That's the problem. It's a tower. You cannot make this stuff up. There's the tower. You guys, do you see this? Do you see this? Happy birthday. Is someone's birthday? Okay. So this is the Russia side. They see the cell phone towers, the transmission towers. The Nine of Wands. That's being on defense. It's kind of protecting. That doesn't look like you want to explode it. It kind of looks like maybe you want to protect it. The Five of Wands. There's a big eruption. So Russia's looking at those towers. I think they want to protect, but then there's a problem, okay? So then Ukraine is looking at their towers. The mafia. We're going to come and destroy everything. You have the Five of Swords, the Star. Those are very important to us. They give us a lot of hope. There's a lot of information there. Cell phone towers, think Uranus, communications. Seven of Wands getting the upper hand. Ten of Swords, we got to kill it. So, okay. So here's the cell phone tower. Ukraine. Judgment. Yes. Judgment in that it allows you to communicate and make judgments on what you're going to do next. It's a vital piece of information. The King of Wands, there is leadership. This feels like a tug and pull and like a fight for this. This feels like the King of Wands, Zelensky defending, Putin wanting. Okay, there's like a fight for this. There's a King of Wands. This is incredibly valuable information. This is the target base for data, for reception, for making ideas, and what you can't see below here. The Six of Cups, you guys. Going back, the nostalgia card. This is what's at the base. It's grounded into. We just had this card describing those Mar-a-Lago documents, the Six of Cups, what they've been doing in the past couple years, going back, tracing Cups' reception of information, and who has what, whose device is who's transmitting what information, who gets this idea from who for this idea. Oh my God. So Ukraine's looking at that. They're looking at that and they're like, intelligence, the Queen of Pentacles, a nation with data. It's like they're saying, we have all the data. Let's look at these cell towers and do what? The Nine of Swords. Is this... Nope, this is authentically a nightmare, a headache, anxiety. The Queen of Swords, a nation making a strategic decision. The Moon. Look at these two towers. Two towers. To get to the promised land, we do need our towers, but they might be more problematic. Russia is looking at those towers to protect them, I think. So this is the cell phone tower. So here's Russia looking at these towers. Wheel of Fortune, a point of opportunity. Our luck has changed. We could use those. The Magician, we can manipulate the towers to our favor. Okay? So now this is them. They've rolled in and invaded. The Nine of... Oh my gosh, the Nine of Swords. Yeah, we're coming in. They're anxious. I don't think they really want... These are the guys, they don't really want to be here and go in. But here we are, the Nine of Swords. This is a tepid, weak Nine of Swords. But Nine of Swords, think of intelligence. Oh, that's the differentiation. I'm told that it's like this because this is like a caravan of intelligence that probably needs a cell tower to connect with that part of that Wheel of Fortune to make things happen with the Magician. So here comes, they're coming in, the caravans. The, Empress, here's that Empress card again, loaded with vehicles and equipment and artillery, all the goods. They have everything they could ever possibly need in this caravan. The Three of Cups, because they have their pieces in place. We're expected to go in 3 days and take it, okay? They're looking at these cell towers, and we've got, what is this? The Page of Wands. So like an undercover page, like a soldier, wanting to hijack the tower with the Three of Wands upright so that they can get their messages out there. Remember, this was reversed for the last thing I did with when they had the bad data and the bad message from Ukraine. We're going south. They received a bad message, but they're looking at these towers like, hey, we're going to put this out there. But then, boom, this is the mess that they're left with. The Emperor. Well, that was the first blow to the Emperor to knock him out, was to knock out their cell phone, their towers. The Six of Cups, because everybody has to go back now to analog, and these guys have to go back now and use their cell phones, and now all their comms are getting intercepted. This is the first step that they did to win, to have the upper hand. And Russia just discovered that since February, Ukraine has been playing this game with the data and the interceptions. They were able, after all these months, to put all these pieces together, plant enough false data out there, hey, we're going south, to know how they would react. So then they were able to go in and rout them when the time was right at this new moon in Virgo. Isn't this crazy? How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Bonnie, Queen's readings always give me peace and hope. Thank you. T-Barb, 12:37, I gotta take baby to school tomorrow. You have a good night. Thank you for coming, T-Barb. Louise, yes, they will regain their lost territory. They have regained so much. And, you know, Russia, those guys are okay, first of all, if you're going to run, I think it's faster to be in a tank maybe or in a truck to run away instead of maybe on foot. Do you see all the stuff they left behind? Russia now, I think, is outspending Biden as far as providing weapons and defense to Ukraine with everything they left on the field. It's crazy. Right, Rob D? It's so interesting. Okay, so this was the most important thing I wanted to show you guys, because I'm like, whatever documents that have been at Mar-a-Lago, etc., were instrumental to Russia getting routed. I hope you guys can see that. Now, what was I just wanted to read on something. Yeah, we want to see what bad data looks like, okay? So this, because like this is a thing, I could not stop laughing yesterday when I realized it, and then I was like trying to figure out where all the bad data was, okay? Oh, and I think that this is why we're having that Azerbaijan, Armenia conflict, because it's like Putin is having a hissy fit and is trying to provoke something because he's mad. And I think it's, you know, because remember when Biden called it the Armenian genocide, it was also to hurt Biden in the United States, which is... Anyway, so let's chart this out. DT, let's see, DT, bad data. Okay. So, tarot. Let's just first look at, can we just do a Celtic cross on Donald having possibly bad data, fake data, decoys that he gave to these people, and what happened with the events in Ukraine? Am I asking a lot? Show me Donald with bad data. Donald with bad data. Donald with bad data. Oh, he thinks he is just the most amazing thing ever, having all this. He is just like, he. Look at all this stuff. He is just so proud. Show me Donald with all this data. These secret files. He says they're his. And for the right price, he's going to share them with his friends. What happened in the past? Ooh. Oh, there you go. Donald thinks he's the emperor. He rules the world because he has all this data. And he's going to be able to take action and do whatever he wants. And he's just going to put it out there for his pals. See what happens. But he's going to do it very carefully in how he's going to transmit data and documents and how it's going to come back. Hopefully nobody will find out. Whatever. Dork. Okay, so Donald and all this data. Bad data. There you go. The 10 of Swords. The intelligence. Remember the aces to the 10. Swords are intelligence. The documents. Make it to its final point. The 10 of Swords, Donald. The Moon card. Putin, Xi. His favorites in the world. Look at me. I got all this bad data. He's covered in the star. I've got nuclear. Oh, I'm just going to say I just had a hit on, you know, I have thought that he had nuclear data on France because of France's election. They wanted compromise on France. And because when Biden came in, they did not award a nuclear subcontract to France. They gave it to Australia, and it caused a big problem way back when that happened. But that's because I think our administration knew there were stolen docs about France, and they couldn't take the chance on giving that contract to France. Okay? I also think the nuclear information on Ukraine, because of course Don Julio wants retribution for Ukraine. So there was the Chernobyl incident, but then this site Zaporizhzhia, I can't say it, that Putin has booby trapped. I think they've been slow to pull the trigger because they're realizing maybe they're compromised, maybe. So here's Donald with bad data. I can do whatever I want. I'm the final step. I got it. Finally, I got this information safely. It's mine. And I can share it with Putin and Xi. And I'm the star. The GOP loves me. 10 of Cups. This is why they always listen to him, because there were people in the Republican Party who helped get documents. I mean, think about the Supreme Court and the leaked Roe document. This is going on everywhere. So this is him with bad data. His challenge, well, that is interesting. His challenge is that the data was compromised at the next step, at the 9 of Swords step right before him, so someone working very closely with, I'm getting those, who's that Secret Service agent? William something, seen carrying the boxes. Someone a step before him was compromised. The 7 of Wands. These are supposed to be reversed. They were able to get them, but the 7 of Wands not able to fight back. What happened? This 9 of Swords, it was garbage from the get-go? What is this 9 of Swords? The 2 of Cups. There was an agreement to do what? The Ace of Pentacles. Spoil the data. So right off the bat, that might be a Secret Service. Those people who were able to get the data, it was spoiled when they got their fingers on it and handed off to Donald. Crazy, right? Hi. Okay. At the base, the foundation of this, Donald and bad documents. The King of Wands, leadership, judgment. Remember, the King of Wands devil showed up with Donald. So there's been leadership that made judgment in the United States government to foil the documents. What's crowning Donald with all of these documents is information, 6 of Cups, where they went back to the past with the information that they knew. Ding! Page of Cups. So the page comes after the 10. Intercept. We have someone ID'd with the intercepts from the past, because the Page of Cups are definitely intercepts. So that's what's crowning Donald with his fake data, because in the past, the Queen of Pentacles, a nation with data. Oh, I am getting, this is one of our intel agencies with data. woman in charge of it. I just had Deb Holland, oh my God, Janet Yellen is tracing this stuff all over the place, her stuff. This is a woman in leadership, working with our intelligence agencies to sabotage it, but make it traceable, which led to what? An op. The sword of truth, the sword of victory for the good guys. And further out from the United States, Donald is carrying this sword that is going to inflict harm on the United States enemies. Talk about weaponizing data in Donald's hands. I just can't. Thank you, Marvy. Isn't this crazy? So that's just what I wanted to see with Donald with bad data. Now we're going to see what happened. What happened? What happened there? It's just like all of a sudden Russia got rolled. After 6 months, after the attrition of losing 50,000 soldiers, I don't know how many generals, all of their boats, over 1,000 tanks, they've lost so much. They're broke, they're sanctioned, their guys ran and left all the equipment on the field, and they've gotten phone numbers to surrender successfully to Ukraine, where Ukraine promises to send them back home. Have you seen and heard those Wow. So, okay, I need some what? Okay, my throat is... Here we go. So, Donald has bad data, which are the Mar-a-Lago. We'll just say the Mar-a-Lago docks. And you know, he's been stealing stuff since since he's been there. He's been taking stuff. This is a well-established pattern. So show me Donald. I'm the smartest guy in the world. Bad data. He shared it with the China. And what happened to China? Shared it with Russia. What happened to Russia? I need another deck. And then bad data. And then that bad data, its implications for the war in Ukraine through Donald. And then China got this data, shared it with the Russia. Russia got this bad data and shared it with China. Russia got the bad data and used it in the war. And then it was weaponized against Russia. The Two of Swords. I have been seeing DOD Austin with this card a lot lately. The Two of Swords, separating out the good stuff from the bad stuff. Separating out winning the war, losing the war. Good intel, bad intel. There's the Emperor. So the Emperor has represented Donald with all of his data. It's represented the Department of Justice. That's Six of Cups, you guys. So this to me says the FBI, our defense, knew what they were trying to separate out, and they went back to the past with all the information they've had. The King of Cups. Well, President Biden said go, but this is their opponent. Putin. There we go. Oh, yep, with that Russian string card. Okay. But Donald over here, he got caught. This bad data, he got caught. The Ten of Wands, this is taking the data. This is called fast data transfer. It's a form of espionage. So he took the Ten of Swords, turned it into the Ten of Wands, and transferred it somewhere else, committing treason in his betrayal and acting as a spy, or had someone do this for him. So here's Donald. The Nine of Swords. He has bad data. Someone handed it off, because remember, he's the Ten of Swords, the final stop for classified U.S. property. This is like, his assistant or someone that helps him. With the Ten of Cups, a complete happy family, Republican Party. Oops, he has bad data, and it's going to backfire on the family. Thank you, Patty. This is the bad data. Is the Emperor. It was planted by the Emperor. I swear that's FBI. The Five of Wands. Okay, I think 2 lives ago, the Five of Wands, for some reason I was reading on Russia and Putin and I couldn't get this card to go down. It was like in the cloud because Putin was like the distribution center. Of each wand is like a country of his cronies, like how he would distribute that information. Okay? Bad data getting distributed. Donald, grubby, sticky hands with the data. And he thinks he's the king, but he's passing it off to China because China really wants it, and it makes him so incredibly happy to please China and Xi. Okay? So now China has bad data. They got bad data from a page, a courier. Someone was intercepted carrying this bad data. It's going to bite him in the butt later on. And he's not going to be able to get off to the wonderful start that he has these wonderful plans to use this data. He is done. I want to say dead on arrival, but that's not quite it. But whatever he's trying to get off the ground is going to stop him in the tracks. His tracks, okay? Donald shares it with the rusher. From Mar-a-Lago. The Five of Pentacles is my Mar-a-Lago. It could be from Bedminster, but these are secret documents at Mar-a-Lago. Shares it with the Russia. Now, they have bad data, Russia. It's on the move. They have the bad data. They think they're going to, win something here because they got what they want with bad data, and they're going to use it around the world. This is like their lucky day to have all this because they can do so much, but they don't realize it's bad data. It's a challenge. It's not upright. It's a challenge. Okay? So now Russia has their bad data. They share it with China. This is the the Knight of Swords reversed. The Knight of Swords is intelligence. Intelligence agencies reversed. They passed on a bunch of bad intel to China. And China already has their bad data. And now they're passing on to Russia the devil. The devil. You cannot shake the devil. This is what's traceable. Nobody can get away from this. It is glued to them. So whatever China had, they gave to Russia, like those big, bad, bald, shredded tires in their caravan back in March. They all got stuck. Made in China, you guys. Winning? No, you're not. You're just not. Okay, anyway. So these yahoos now have themselves stuck together with bad data and not winning. okay? So Donald sends over bad data. And for what's going on in Ukraine, he sends the Emperor. Nope, the Four of Pentacles. Earth stability. That makes sense. I kept seeing China with the Earth stability card. The Four of Pentacles is stability. The Four of Pentacles, though, too, is assault. It's sex assault. It's rape for me. It's like pinning someone on the ground and not moving. It's like having a vice around someone's neck. So he thought he was doing this to Ukraine, that he was going to sit on Ukraine and make them pay for what happened. But he sent that data. And here is what's happening in Ukraine with all this bad data. The Magician. Zelensky certainly has defied the odds, gone beyond 3 days, pushed them back 2,000 square miles, who knows? And the Five of Wands. They have battled valiantly. They have known where to battle. They knew to blow up their cell towers and make a mess for Russia, okay? This is why they've been able to manipulate so many things into their favor. And so because of what now Ukraine has on the ground, transmits up to Russia, the Ace of Wands reversed, it spoils their plans to get ahead. They stop them all the time. Their countermeasures. I'm like thinking about the bridge. Was this a month or 2 months ago? That bridge that they blew up, there was a like they were trying to cross the river. Russia was trying to make their raft, their bridge, and like they lost like a whole battalion. It was devastating what they did to them. And so Ukraine's able to go on the offense like that. Russia, in turn, they behave their Ace of Swords this way. This is bad intel. Okay, so remember the Ace of Swords with the Queen of Cups was bad intel weaponized against Donald, the reading before this. That made its way to Russia, and bad data weaponized against Donald gives Ukraine the upper hand for a rout. Ace Swords, Ace Wands. President Biden kept showing up with these two cards. Now I understand his strategy in Ukraine and what he was expecting. This is why our administration has been so chill with the war. They're like, every time we turn into their energy, it's like, yeah, that thing, yeah, we did that already. We're done. Yeah, we're done. And it's the same thing with the Department of Justice. It was like in July, I felt like they were done. They had everything wrapped up and they were just gonna, go on vacation and we'll come back and we'll see how it goes. And that's where we are. They really have everything complete already. This is fascinating. How are you guys? How you doing? Will Roger Stone and Flynn get their hands into iron bracelets? You know what? Those are the two people the tarot does not let me read on, that I just need to trust and protect by not being nosy, because I think maybe I'm a little too nosy. Okay? Hi, Shelby. There's UFOs over Ukraine. They're protecting them. Oh. Okay. Hello. Hi, room. Thank you, Patty. Okay. So, okay, this Judge Cannon, she is bad. Loose cannon. I don't know how I feel about this Judge Ray, is it Deary? The one that the Department of Justice said they were okay if he was a special master. Let's look at the special master, okay? I don't know if I like him. There are too many weird cards lining up between him and Donald and the bad things Donald is up to, and like being susceptible to influence, like if you're compromised, like these guys always do, or if he has like a back channel that nobody knows about. I've heard wonderful, very honorable things about him and his thoroughness. So I cannot tell. I cannot tell if he's good guy, bad guy, but I sure as heck, you know, there's red flags going up, but you know, maybe, I don't know. I don't know why there's red. Well, Donald thinks he has the upper hand on him, but I mean, just look at all those Six of Cups cards we just looked at. Yeah, so the special man, so this Judge Cannon, she is as tone deaf as like Clarence Thomas and ACB and all them, because they don't listen and they don't care, and they just wait for someone to tell them what to do. She does not care at all, because this is her position for life. But I keep feeling like she is not going to be there. Let's just look at Judge Cannon. Judge Cannon, there you go, the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. Who does she have an agreement with? Two of Cups. Seems like bad intel. Intel that is not from the United States, but the United States is breathing down her back. What's her challenge? Her challenge, the Two of Swords, is trying to separate Donald from the law. You know, separate the law from Donald and help him out. The foundation. Who's sponsoring her? This death card is showing up everywhere. I think she showed up as the death card. Death and what? Death and what? Death and the Two of Wands. She was installed by someone else to kill cases. What's crowning her? Yeah, life is coming at you fast. Eight of Wands, Ten of Swords. Documents. And pressure to act quickly. What'd she do in the past? She's part of the machine. The Eight of Pentacles. Part of the machine, the propaganda machine. She is part of making this stuff happen, getting the intelligence to a Ten of Swords, helping this along, which has led to Four of Cups reversed, intercepts. Yeah, she's been picked up. Four of Swords. No. Okay, so the no card is a card for a cover-up, dispose of. The Four of Swords, laying low. Just really laying quiet on the law. Cover up the fact that she's not going to take action. Okay? Because the part of Fortune card is a person who does the right timing and things for Putin G. Like Lindsey Graham has shown up as this. Yeah, she transmits information and intelligence. She gets, and there's the confluence card where transnational organized crime meets U.S. crime. Yeah, she's part of that. But yeah, so we all know she's useless for the United States, but for, you know, Putin, for Xi and them. So that's her. But the special master, God, I just feel like she's gonna be in trouble. We'll look at that in a second. This is so dumb. We shouldn't even be at a... Well, you guys know I'm preaching to the choir. We shouldn't even be at a special master because they weren't his. Yeah. Okay. But this person, the special master, Ray something. This is supposed to be the... This feels like a stage. Like... This is how I'm supposed to present myself. But really, this is what's going on. really this is what's going on. Why did Donald pick you? Donald and his lawyers. Donald picked him because this and this. To get what? And the Department of Justice said, okay. Why are you saying okay, DOJ? No. Oh boy. No. Four of Wands. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Fool. What? He's not supposed to be, but he clearly looks like he knows what's going on behind the scenes. And I see the devil back there. This is him. Ray. The King of Wands. A leader. Respected. Good past leadership. As a special master, Two of Swords to sort through all of that data. That judge wants him to sort through all the data. This is how he's presenting. But really, beneath the Eight of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, Temperance. I do not like this. I mean, like, this seems like he is compromised and someone's sitting on him and he has to make something happen. Donald and his lawyers picked him because of this. The Knight of Swords. They thought he would spoil this. And the King of... There's that King of Wands again. That would yield the Five of Swords, ruining the case, and the Nine of Swords, Donald getting what he wants with those documents. Not the Nine of Swords, meaning the data can't get to the Ten of Swords in completion, that it will separate something from Donald and his accountability. The Special Master, the Two of Swords, the Emperor. Going back to, didn't we just look at these? Yes. Okay, Tarot's like, yes, this keeps repeating. This is what the whole strategy has been based upon for years. Okay, I got it. So DOJ said, sure, we'll take him. Six of Swords. The Queen of Swords. The Courts. Transmission of information. And we've got the Ten of Cups. What? It's crowning this. The Sun. The reveal. I need some more. Completion, the Ten of Cups. What is that about? The Ace of Cups. The Fool. The High Priestess. Okay, DOJ, what is this judge's challenges with this case? Because they think he can manipulate, he'll help them. What is this judge's challenge with this? Oh boy. The challenge is the Tower and the Ace of Wands. The challenge is the Tower. I feel like I am getting into something else This is something else we don't know about. The Department of Justice. Do you have something on him? That's why you said yes. Do you have something on him? That's why you said yes. The Two of Pentacles. What do you have on him? Seven Pentacles. Eight of... This is what they got on him. The DOJ is willing to go with him, even though he has the Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Investments, history, the Eight of Pentacles, well-oiled machine expertise, the Six of Wands, a shared celebration. I don't know. Maybe they've got him in a place where they've got leverage over... They have leverage over him, even though Donald and his lawyers think they have it. They're going to be surprised. Wow. Wow. Well, okay. Well, you guys, you know what? I think I'm going to end it there. How are you guys doing? I just wanted to make sure I got these things out in the open and made it as clear as possible, because this thing's going to level up and we're just going to, you know, be trying to figure this all out again. Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming out last minute and no notification. I hope after this Mercury retrograde, things will be moving along more smoothly. Okay. Thank you so much, moderators. Thank you so much for your wonderful donations. I love your feedback. I love interacting with you guys, and I love your comments, and I love your insights. You guys come up with stuff that I don't think about. So you guys have a great evening. Thank you, Bonnie. Yes. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Holly Coleman. Thank you, Strawberry Rhubarb. Yes, thank you. Good night, Linda. Thank you, Paisley. Yes. We'll see you soon. Talk to you soon. Okay. Good night. Bye, you guys.